Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 5th of December. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is a weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have OPT, BKW, IHL, SUL and SSG. So if you have a request, send it through. Remember to sign up to the free newsletter. Make sure you have signed up to the 8-week trial. If you like this video, share it on social media, and we'd love to get a review from you on Facebook or Google. And finally, just remember, any advice, of course, is general only. So starting off with OPT, Opthia. So this is a daily chart. We can see it's had a massive jump up in August, and now it's consolidating against that move up. So we've got good volumes on the way up, as we could see in terms of volumes, much lower on the way down. So doing all the right things so far in terms of consolidating the move. The only thing is, if we move to a weekly chart, what I've noticed is that we've got price rejection here at this low. So what that means is, possibly we'd be setting up for a fifth wave. So we've got sort of waves 1, 2, 3, 4 with rejection here and no overlap. It means we're at risk of taking out this low. So we could see a fifth wave lower, and then that would complete the consolidation. Okay, brickworks. So daily chart. So this is what it's done over the last year. So it's obviously had a bit of a rally up. It seems to be hitting a bit of resistance near the March high, which is fairly normal. So now we just need to see what it will do from here. Not really resembling any sort of pattern at the moment, so nothing too obvious. But what we need to do is ideally see it consolidate under this high for a period of time, and if it can do so, be getting ready for a move higher. And what we'd need to also see is, if the previous support and low points were at $18, it just needs to hold that $18 level. So if it could consolidate here in a sideways manner, at least holding above $18, then that's a positive sign. Okay, IHL. So sort of similar to that OPT chart. So we've had this huge run up here, and it's now consolidating against the move. If we put our Fibonacci tool here on the daily, we can see it's bounced at the 50% retracement levels, so it seems to be finding support. And at the moment, it looks like it's trying to make a higher low, but it's too early to assume that. If that's the case, that would be a positive. But similar to the OPT chart, if we sort of look at it on a weekly basis, again, we've got this sort of rejection here. So the bodies of these weekly candles are not overlapping the lows here. So again, we could be in a fourth wave, meaning a fifth wave to come down lower and take out that low. So if we end up with 5 waves down, then that would complete the move, hopefully. So yeah, we just need to see how it plays out here. Moving back to the daily chart, we'll see if it takes out that low. SUL, so that's super retail. If we have a look at a weekly chart over the last few years, it's quite a messy chart. It's just basically made no progress. If you were a buy and hold, you've just gone nowhere. If you were able to somehow trade these erratic ranges, that's the only way to have really made money from this stock. But if we have a look at, we'll go back to the daily chart. So it's had a good run so far this year, but as we can see, the most recent high, so it got near this high from 2018, and we can see that it's rejected from that. So at the moment, it looks like we're going to see a bit of downside here. I'd be eyeing off a retest of this October low. So if we've generally got higher highs, higher lows, it needs to hold on to this previous low. Obviously, if it breaks that low, we're seeing it enter a downtrend. So if you can sort of come back to this range and give us a nice reversal, then that would be a positive sign. Okay, and SSG, which is Shaver Shop, really nice run so far this year. Nothing really wrong with the uptrend, still intact. It looks like it will head higher. In terms of just how it's been trading recently, I like the fact that this consolidation has sat on top of this consolidation. So basically we've got, that's a sign of strength, so it's okay if they overlap, but the fact that it's sat on top of that, I think is a sign of strength, and I think it'll be getting ready for a move higher. So basically, if it pushes through to a new high, that's your next buy signal, and I think it'll go on for a bit more of a run. Okay, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. I'll try to include yours. And again, make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter.